Hey everyone, LEGO has just revealed the next big LEGO Lord of the Rings set, and it is my favorite location from the movies, Minas Tirith. It has a June 1st release. It will retail for $650 and have 8,278 pieces. I have been so eager to see this one finally revealed, and I gotta say, I think it was worth the wait. This build does look very good. So I'm gonna take a closer look and give my thoughts and just talk about the set overall. The gift with purchase tied to the set was revealed as well, so we'll take a look at that. So the first thing I want to talk about is actually the price, just to kind of get that out of the way so then we can just focus on the build, because I do think that the price here is worth it. $650 obviously is a large price, but you got to compare it to other sets, and the set I want to compare it to the most is the UCS Death Star for LEGO Star Wars. That one is a little over 9,000 pieces with a price tag of $1,000. This one is about 800 pieces less for almost $400 less, and also I think the size of the build complements that price tag as well. Minas Tirith is coming in at 24.5 inches by 23.5, so that is pretty large. So definitely compared to other sets, I don't think the price tag is that much of an issue here. I was watching the LEGO designers reveal Minas Tirith, and while they were talking about it, they mentioned that there are no stickers included in this set, I believe, which is definitely great to hear, especially for, an 18 plus set. And that's just another reason why I think that this set is worth it. Now let's move on to the actual build. I think it has an absolutely beautiful design. I really love the look of this. There looks to be a lot of detail, especially the look of all these small little buildings going up alongside the wall. I think the design does a great job at getting that look. And then of course there is the massive mountain section in the middle of Minas Tirith, and I think here the design does a good job at capturing it. I don't think it has the most perfect design, but I think it fits with the rest of the build. So this is definitely going to be great to see on display. The exterior just looks amazing. I am just loving looking at this build, and I'm definitely going to get this one this year. Like the other large Lord of the Rings sets recently, this one also has a full interior along the walls and the main one on the back. So we'll take a look at the Hall of Kings as you turn the build around, and it has a pretty good looking design as well. Definitely very fancy looking. There is of course the main throne, as well as the table that Denethor eats at during the Return of the Kings, and some statues of the past kings. And then above that, there's a room on each side where you can take the roof off. Looks modular, so easy to access, and you can fit minifigures in there, and there's more details. And then along the base wall inside, there's a lot more interior space and a play area. I like the route of going microscale in the exterior and then having a full interior for the minifigs to be placed. That way you kind of get the best of both worlds. I think the interior is great overall, a good amount of space for figs, lots of detail, and I just like the different sections. There are 10 minifigures in this set. There is of course Aragorn in his king outfit. I really do like the crown slash hairpiece. Then there is Arwen with the banner that she holds at the end of the movie, Gandalf in his white robes, Denethor, Pippin, Faramir, and then 4 regular Gondor soldiers that, with shields that have good looking prints. Although I don't recall the shields being brown, I thought they were more a silver or black, and I've done research just now looking at pictures, and I'm kind of seeing a little bit of both, could just be depending on the lighting. Another thing is that there's a good amount of printing on these minifigures. Aragorn and Arwen have arm printing, the Gondor soldier's chest plate has printing, the shields have printing, and that's something that the LEGO designers definitely wanted to make a note of, and I think that's just overall very good to see. And that's when they also mentioned that there are no stickers included in this set, so lots of printed elements that are included. And then there is also Gandalf's horse included. I think this is a good minifigure lineup and a good amount as well. Overall, I think this is a really good looking build. I think the design does a great job at capturing Minas Tirith. I also just love the look of the front gate, as well as where the White Tree of Gondor is at the top, and just all the different towers and wall designs and just the numerous buildings that are along those walls. I think LEGO did a great job with this, and with this being my favorite location from Lord of the Rings, I am beyond excited to get my hands on this one. I also really like the very small details, like there's a couple of different siege weapons along the walls, which is just cool. So yeah, this looks awesome to me, and I'm very excited. So now let's take a look at the gift with purchase tied to this set, and it is the battering ram that the orcs used named Grond. It'll come with 2 orcs, which look very similar to the ones that come in Barad-dûr. The printing looks good, as well as just all the molds. And then Grond has a solid design. Those eyes are definitely freaking me out, but I think the actual structure that's holding up the battering ram does look very good. I think the design of Grond overall is okay. I don't think it looks the greatest here. It doesn't look bad by any means. I don't know. Something about it just seems off to me. I think it's just that face area, but like I said, overall, you know, resembles Grand, and I think it makes for a good GWP for Minas Tirith. So anyways, that is the new LEGO Lord of the Rings set, Minas Tirith. I think LEGO did a great job with this one. I am extremely excited to get it. I am just happy that LEGO Lord of the Rings, you know, has started up again in recent years and is continuing. One thing I want to see though is the release of play sets as well, just to add a little bit more variety, because right now it's just the large sets that come out every year with maybe 1 or 2 sets in between that range from $70 to $100, so still on that higher end. But I want to see, you know, smaller sets that where you can get minifigures easily and they're just play sets. But getting these large sets of iconic locations is still awesome, and I would love to see Helm's Deep be the next one. But overall, this is a phenomenal looking build, a ton of detail, and like I said earlier in the video, I think $650 is not that bad of a price, especially for the piece count that you're getting and just the overall size of the build. This is a huge model and it's gonna look great next to the Dark Tower and Rivendell. Make sure to let me know your thoughts on Minas Tirith and what future LEGO Lord of the Rings sets you would like to see. Definitely lightsaber slash that like button and hit subscribe with the bell on so you know when I upload. I hope you all have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, peace.